Brings me to the next step in this process of what to do when he stopped texting. All right, is let's not dance around the issue. So two parts. It needs to be addressed, and we need not dance around the issue. So let me first say this real quick. A lot of women will come to me and say, "Oh my gosh, I was dating a guy, everything was going great, and then he ghosted me." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What happened exactly?" "Oh, I haven't heard from him for the past 5 days. He hasn't called or texted." And my response is, "Have you called and texted him?" And it is silence. And it's like, "Well, he should be calling, texting me." Wait a minute. Why is it only on him to reach out to you? Now, again, you might say, "Well, that's the man's role. If he's serious, I get it." But let me tell you what I have seen happen in many situations. And I mentioned earlier about sometimes he's questioning how serious you are. I have seen situations where men felt like they were the ones always initiating contact. They were calling, they were texting, they were trying to go out. And to a lot of you women, you may feel like this is absolutely normal. Why not? He should be pursuing the woman. But this man wants to see reciprocity. He wants to see that you are as interested in him as he is in you, that you are as invested in him as he is in you. If he's not seeing that, yes, there are men who may take a step back and say, "Okay, let me see if she hits me up if I stop." Is it always going to be on me? All right. And so I'm not saying it's right or healthy for that man to test you in that way. But I do understand why he does it. I do understand the concern he has in that moment. And again, it's not coming from a place of he's not interested or not serious. It's coming from a place of him trying to protect himself to make sure you're serious about him. And so when you can say this man has ghosted you and hasn't reached out for the past 5 days, but you cannot come back to me and say you've made any attempt in those 5 days to reach out to him, then you are, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't want to say wrong, but you cannot just put all the wrong on him. You cannot just make this about him not reaching out. You have to check yourself, especially again, depending on how has this dynamic been up to this point. Has it been a mutual effort or a one-sided pursuit? And this is why I preach so much about it. No one should be chasing each other. It's about two people pouring into each other because we are grown adults. And as grown adults, many people have already been through situations that they have been played, they have been used, they have been led on by individuals. And so people want to be safe in making sure both sides are seriously interested. So it's important that both men and women put their best foot forward and put forth an effort of showing interest, desire, and effort. Because without that, you will become the red flag. And now he will question, okay, this woman's not serious. So going back to it needs to be addressed and don't dance around the issue. So it needs to be addressed. Reach out one more time. Whether that be a phone call, whether it be a text. But again, I said don't dance around the issue. Don't reach out and act like nothing ever happened. All right? Don't reach out with some stupid random text or random call trying to just see how he's going to react. No. Hit him with, "Hey, I haven't heard from you. What's going on? Hey, I haven't heard from you. I want to make sure, are we still trying to get to know each other here?" Now, I know that might be difficult for a lot of women, all right? And you may feel like it's not your place to have to do that. But you're either going to focus on pride or you're going to focus on progress, all right? And there's multiple reasons why you should be focused on progress, because progress isn't simply about you two being able to reconcile and move forward. Because I will acknowledge that, yes, this may be a situation where this man is flaky, not serious, has moved on, right? But progress in the sense of resolution. By you reaching out, you're going to be able to now have some more clarity. It may not be full closure because let's say you reach out and he still doesn't respond. So you may not get full closure in the sense of him responding and telling you what it is. But you will gain the additional clarity to have a greater chance of finding peace with the situation and being able to move on. Or you will be able to address the issue with him and have a conversation, which will allow you guys to now come back together and actually make things work going forward. So either way, you are better off by addressing it than by sitting back and just acting like it doesn't bother you, because it does. It does. And that's human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know any man or woman who's dating someone, feels like things are going well, this person disappears on them, and they're just like, oh, well, it's life. I'm not saying it never happens. Some people may have grown that thick of a skin, but most people are going to have a little bit of an impact from that. And that's okay. But it's better for you to address it and, again, not dance around the issue so that we can at least have a chance at clarity or a chance at reconciliation. But either way, we will have progress. Do not let pride get in the way.
Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there.
As a woman, I'm sure there's probably been at least one time in your life where you've dealt with a man who won't open up. Or maybe he just struggles to open up. Either way, it becomes a very frustrating situation